Well, what is up, you guys? I have not uploaded in a while and all that, so I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of an update. And I will go ahead and tell you guys something. I still have the 95, I still have my F 150, you could say that, so. And nothing really about it has really changed whatsoever. It's just, still the bedside, still the same and all that. And the tail lights are still the same, the cab light's still the same, but, and it's just. There is something about this I really gotta tell you guys, but for my truck and the age and all that, and I don't really drive it very far. And this is something that a lot of you guys may not really understand. That sometimes you can put a lot of miles on a vehicle, or you just don't drive very much. I don't really drive that much at all, and I will go ahead and tell you guys something about that, about my truck. It's just I know I don't really drive it that much. And, it's just, when I basically look at that and how I'm stating it is basically because of, for the fact that, I had to end up cutting down driving a little bit more because of at least oil. My truck really does. And, when you look at a lot of these Ford oil pans, a lot of people can end up telling you that these things are known to rust, which is true. But, it's like, whenever you look at these oil pans, you look at the remaining seal, doesn't matter what year or this and that is, but I really could tell you with any vehicle is that, your oil pan is something you really should end up keeping serviced up, looking neat and all that, not looking sloppy. And some people end up hiding like a bandage and all this stuff and things, but, I'm just going to say about my experience with it on this truck since I've had it, and it's just, I have not done certain work to it myself because of these bolts sometimes up on some vehicles when they get kind of old or something. Here's the whole problem of it is it's like they're welded up on there, but they're not. And sometimes the bolts, whenever they're rusted up on it, you either have to take heat and all that, and you have to use certain tools just to go ahead and fight out a bolt. And and it's really been kind of complicated a little bit. And and it's just some things I said I was going to end up doing and things I have not done. But and it's just them headlights up in it are still going good. But I'm not really impressed by them because of the way how, you look at nighttime and all that. The features of it is not very good, but the taillights actually bald. I mean, by the bulbs and the taillights themselves, they were really good. But I really kind of feel like I should probably upgrade my headlights because of most of these light bulbs you can put up in your vehicle and all that are not really meant for factory equipment, which I will go ahead and tell you guys that, whenever you guys are buying some of these branded stuff and things, and I really don't mean to say it like this, but most of this China-made junk is not very good. But, the quality of some of the stuff you end up getting is just like some throwaway garbage knockoff crap and things and all that. But here's one thing I could really just straight up state, and it's just to me with my truck and its age, most of the parts are made in China, in which I could actually see up on Amazon and all this other crap. But I don't want to end up putting some up in my truck and it doesn't really have a really good gain up out of it, or it's just not a really good part. And I know that's something I gotta look at, but my truck's pretty simple, and I feel like I'm probably gonna get a car, and and it's like all the stuff I've really been up to because of it's like around December. That last video I probably put up. I don't know if I'll put up another video since then, and it's basically because of it's like I had like some tough family related stuff pop up around December, and I had some pop up around this month, and it's still kind of hard to deal with, and it's just been a lot. And and it's just ever since all that, I've been doing martial arts and stuff and things like that on top of it, and it's just going to one place, and next thing you know, have to end up going some close to home because of heck, it's just my truck is just leaking oil. It's not even funny. It's just whenever you have a small leak, you never know some of these leaks can end up getting a little bit better and all that because of it's like a seal can just wear itself out. It comes with age, it comes with miles and all that, wear and tear, but sometimes you can buy parts and they just don't even hold up. But I'll tell you one thing, the best advice I can really just say is you gotta pay attention to some of the stuff underneath of it yourself, but don't do certain things yourself with a certain tool. It just ends up doing more damage than good. But I feel like, some people use JB Weld up on their oil pan and all that. But the thing about it, I could really just straight up state is about JB Weld is just, it can be pretty good, but then sometimes it's so messy, and it's just, I like being able to do stuff without having the big old mess. It's like you can change out your radiator, pin it. That aluminum radiator is actually doing good. And I can really just straight up tell you guys about that. And it's some about like the hose up on them. And I feel like I probably should get like another reserve tank, a small one, because of there's just a gap there. It's just if I put like a cap up on a certain amount of pressure, will end up blowing it off, and it did. And yet, whenever I was driving or something, it's like sometimes, you never know. It might make a little bit of a water sound and all that stuff. It's like you can hear like a little bit of a water flow whenever you start it up and you hit the throttle a little bit and you speed up a little bit. That is kind of weird, but with all this stuff, and I'm actually done in my truck. I actually did look at buying some from Bronco Graveyard, and I don't know what's going on with that, with the shipping and stuff, and had ended up canceling that order. So I wanted like a 4-coal aluminum radiator, not aluminum radiator, but transmission cooler, which would have probably done a lot better for my truck and things. And looked at Mishimoto and stuff, and with all this other stuff and things, I really would say is, the important thing I can really do right now is service my radiator fluid. I have serviced my transmission, but I have not serviced the rear differential. But, and I feel like a lot of this other stuff and things with my truck, I might change out some other stuff. And, I might probably post some martial arts videos or something. But you guys like, comment, subscribe. I don't want to keep it too long for you guys. So that's about it. Peace.